Time slip. Fade in. Exterior. Peach Tavern. Night. Bearpaw and Raphael are done with their shift, about to head out for their post-work drinks. Raphael begins walking on the sidewalk. Bearpaw stalls.
Why aren't we taking your car?
Come on, let's just walk. It's not that far.
Bearpaw reluctantly joins him. They start walking and make it a few steps before a glamorous woman, Chaz, starts walking towards them. She's one of Bearpaw's cousins, in her 20s, and wearing a tight, short dress with impressive heels.
Hey, Chaz, what's good?
Chaz and Bearpaw exchange fist bumps.
Not much, cuz. Just fixing to go to work.
Oh, where you working now?
The sweet spot.
Oh, you fancy, huh?
That's right.
Chaz and Raphael then exchange a very sexually charged, lingering hug. Raphael keeps his arm around her as they shamelessly flirt with each other.
How you been?
I'm good, Daddy. I've been thinking about you.
I've been thinking about you.
I'll text you when I'm off work.
Chaz gives Raphael a peck on the cheek and saunters off seductively. Raphael keeps his eye on her as she walks off. Bearpaw nudges him out of his stupor and they continue walking.
We better hurry to the bar.
Why?
You need something to drink, 'cause you thirsty as hell.
Don't I?
She's my cousin.
Speaking of which...
Another even more scantily dressed woman, looking worse for the wear, approaches them, wearing an even cheaper looking outfit. Chastity Chaz is also Bearpaw's cousin and in her 20s. Bearpaw goes to dab her, which Chaz barely reciprocates. Her focus is on Raphael, who she immediately hugs.
Hey, Daddy, what you been up to?
Hey, Chaz, just working, you know.
Me too. That's where I'm heading.
Oh, over at the...
Scratchy Lucy's.
Bearpaw grimaces in disgust. Raphael raises his eyebrows. Chaz finally acknowledges Bearpaw's presence.
What up, cuz?
Go in the water hole.
Alright, then. Catch y'all later.
Chaz walks off, but turns around to mouth "text me" to Raphael. Raphael doesn't look impressed. Bearpaw looks annoyed. They continue to walk. Raphael begins to chuckle.
Now, I know why you didn't want to walk. You didn't want to run into all your stripper cousins named Chastity making their rounds to work.
Kind of like how you made your rounds on my cousins.
Well, just the ones named Chastity.
That's all of them.
As they continue to walk, Bearpaw speeds up suddenly, looking downcast at the sidewalk. Raphael catches up and puts his arm out in front of her to slow her down. They stop and Bearpaw looks at Raphael annoyed.
Nah, I know the real reason you didn't want to walk.
He nods to the other end of the street, where a tree stump is. Bearpaw looks begrudgingly over at the stump, then back at Raphael.
You happy now?
Their gazes linger.
You thought about getting another car?
Why do that when I can have a family reunion every night on the sidewalk?
Can't escape reality.
Bearpaw pushes past him and starts to walk briskly.
That's actually where I'm headed.
Raphael follows after her, and yet another one of Bearpaw's cousins, Chastity, heads over their way. Also in her 20s, she's even more white trash and boorish than the last Chastity, rough around the edges and wearing a tight, tawdry ensemble that is anything but flattering.
You kidding me?
Bearpaw begins to say hi when Chastity prevents her by forcibly pushing her out of the way and bulldozing towards Raphael. She aggressively embraces a visibly uncomfortable Raphael.
Hey, Daddy, where you been? You got my texts?
Chastity tries kissing him multiple times on the neck, but he keeps successfully dodging the attempts. He gently distances himself.
Yeah, I've just been so busy.
Chastity finally extricates herself from Raphael and notices a highly perturbed Bearpaw.
Hey, Barry.
Bearpaw begrudgingly nods her head.
What's up, Chastity? You heading to work now, too?
Yeah, over at the Rusty Hole.
Bearpaw flails her arms in exhaustion.
Well, we're going to a different hole. The watering hole. It's not rusty yet, but who knows how much I'm going to be drinking tonight.
Yeah, okay, I'll see you around then, Barry.
Yeah, all right. Tell your mom and all of them I said hi.
Chastity finally hobbles away. Bearpaw cuts her eyes at Raphael as they continue to walk.
Seriously? Nasty Chastity, too?
Real nasty.
Bearpaw playfully slaps him.
Guess you could say I've poked every hole in the chastity belt.
I'm sure you didn't even need a locksmith.
Nah, but they needed this cocksmith. I can't believe we almost didn't walk. We wouldn't have been blessed by the Chastity 3.
They've made it to their destination, the watering hole, the regular dive bar hangout. Raphael opens the door for Bearpaw.